Hello and welcome to the Dad Strength Podcast. I'm your host, Richie Leahey. Today's topic we've mentioned a little bit before, and it kind of has a sibling on our list. But before we talked about disposable diapers, talked about the benefits of having those, how quick and easy they are to clean up. And we also talked about some of the negatives. And the opposite of a cloth diaper, or of a disposable diaper, is a cloth diaper. Getting ahead of myself there. The cloth diaper is also called a reusable diaper because they're not all really made of cloth these days, but you can get other ones. Now, there are a few types, and I'll basically explain how it works. So, the disposable diaper is all in one. It's one piece of equipment. You put it down, and they go ahead and you strap it on your child, and then that will contain any of the waste that they expel. And so then whenever you're done, you just take it off and throw it away, and you might need to wipe them up. If you use a baby wipe, you can throw it right in the diaper there, roll it up, seal it back up into a nice tight little package, and you are off and running. You can throw that away and move on to whatever you need to do. A cloth diaper will save you money because you're not really purchasing throwaway items. So basically a box of diapers, and you'll probably need two different styles. You probably need a nighttime diaper, which you use like once a night. So maybe one day a month. So they'll probably cost you about $20 a month just for nighttime diapers. And then you'll need a regular diaper, which you use for like a moving diaper is what we do because our daughter's pretty active. And they have different ones too for different stages of development. But you go ahead, you throw that diaper on at any time, and that's a diaper that they would need. And you'll need to buy more of those because those are the ones that they're moving or using whenever they're out and about. So those are the ones you were actually going to throw away more. So you go ahead and you get your two styles of diapers, which is what we use. I know some people might do more depending like, okay, well, they're going to be in the car seat, so we need one that's maybe not as active and we don't want the big, tight nighttime diaper. And so we'll get some other ones just for travel. And the third one that we do have is a swim diaper, which is supposed to hold in a pretty tight seal so that whenever they go swimming, you don't have to worry about it. And again, you just throw them away. They do have some that are reusable, and the reusable ones for the regular diapers are a cloth, and they have like little inserts, or you can put on over the diaper. You can get the pure cloth one, and then you would put on a topper. And some of the toppers can be made to be throwaway. And this really depends on how stable you want to be as a parent or how conscious of the environment. But what you do is you have the cloth diaper, you put it on. Some people, like you've seen them before, like in pictures, you can pin it on if you really want to. I know they kind of get away from that. They have like little hooks you can put it on, and depending on the style. Now, I've seen the bare bones style, which it really is just a cloth liner. Then your child goes to the bathroom on it, and you can go ahead, tape that on them, and then you put like a plastic liner on, because if they pee a lot, it's going to go right through the cloth and eventually soak in. You don't want to get it on their clothes, so you get another liner. And basically, whenever you change it, you would have to carry these two pieces on you. They do have some other ones, but basically the outside, the plastic part, that is called the shell. And now the shell is the waterproof layer that, like I said, prevents them from getting on their clothes. Now, there are a couple different types, but these ones are a plastic material, really, most of the time, that you don't throw in the washer. You kind of have to hand wash or rinse it off. Now, if the messiest one would be if they got poop on it. But the poop has the inner layer. That's the cloth part. That's the one that you actually just take out and you throw right in your washer. You could rinse it out in the sink if you needed to. At first, if you're breastfeeding, I'll tell you, the poop does not stink. So I would have been fine using cloth diapers whenever they were first born. You can go ahead, throw it on. They can go pee and you just take it off. Most of the time it's just pee. They have a couple like slimy poops, but I feel like that would just rinse right off. And if it doesn't smell, it's not really a bother. But those are the main two parts. Most of them are going to have two parts. And it depends on what you want to do as a parent. Some of them have like just the fold one. Some of them now actually come you don't even have to pin them up. They're kind of just like underwear you put on. So you'd put up the underwear first, then you'd put on the outer shell. To me, that seems like a mess, because like if it's like a big sticky, because like when they're first born, the poop's going to be like a sticky poop. You don't want to pull it down if it gets on their leg. Then you really have to pat them and wipe them with the wipe, which I mean could mess up their like stickiness of the legs or whatever. I know if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you don't have a kid yet, then it might be a little bit tough description. But these are the next item on our list. So vote. It would be interesting to see which one ranks higher: cloth diapers or going up and doing some type of reusable diapers, because those are basically your two types. You have reusable diapers, you have cloth diapers. I'm getting so confused here. The reusable diapers and then the cloth diapers. They're the ones that you get multiple uses out of. They're the ones you would wash at home. Now, disposable diapers, they're the throwaway ones. They're the ones you usually see in commercials. They're the ones you see prepackaged at stores. Most of the diaper aisle is going to be disposable diapers. As a parent, cutting down costs, hopefully I didn't confuse you too much there, but the reusable ones would save you. You get maybe 10, 20, and I'll tell you why you should at least get that many off the bat. You get them because whenever you're changing them, you don't want to have to run a diaper or a wash every time a diaper's clean or dirtied. So like you have 2 or 3 diapers that you throw in a cycle. Most children go to the bathroom an average of 7 times a day or so, the doctor tells you, or at least I think 7 white ones, 6 or 7 wet ones, and then a couple dirties. So at least maybe 10. Plus at night you want to get a more absorbent one, but I would get at least double that. You can wash them as you go, and I would, if you're going to do it, it's probably benefit you if you're doing a travel pack to have disposable ones. But it would be interesting to see which one goes on our list and which one's ranked higher, if they go with the reusable or the disposable ones as being more essential for parents. I'll be honest, we did not use reusable ones. I've seen them, I've had them, and it's just easier for me to throw them away. I know it's not conscious of the environment or whatever, but I feel like a lot of those they can recycle. So we do get rid of our diapers separately, the cloths or whatever. Maybe do some compound stuff. I don't know if they're biodegradable or not. But that's what we did. And yeah, it is an expense. And like I said, you're buying a box of sleep diapers, and then you're buying a box of some type of active diaper. And whenever you change them, you change them. Now, do we save money maybe on wash costs? Probably not as much as we would save doing the reusable ones and not having to buy. Because we buy a big box. They usually last us a month, which costs maybe $40, plus the night time's another $20. So they're off the bat. Now you might not have to buy nighttime every month. If they're 60 in a box for sale, then we'll say about $50 a month on diapers, at least. Sometimes more. Like I said, if our daughter gets sick, like she just had a fever, which meant we were making her drink water to keep hydrated, boom, went through a ton of diapers. I'd like double the amount that she would normally have. Fever breaks, she's fine, but right there we have to order the diapers like a couple days earlier than what we normally had for our schedule. So that's what you're looking at with the diaper costs. When you can weigh both sides for and against. There are many debates online. They do say to be more environmentally friendly, use the cloth or the reusable diapers. Again, as a parent, if you're traveling, you need to make a quick pit stop. It's going to be a burden to change. And I'll tell you, it would be tough just to change out different pieces, different things. I don't know what all you could get done carrying them around, because like packing wise, you're going to have to carry another diaper bag too. Because if you're driving around and you get a dirty reusable diaper, you're going to have a diaper bag for it. If you have a trunk, you can throw it in the trunk. It might stink. You can get a waterproof bag, I guess. But to me, the disposable ones, they went out, throw them away. I don't have to carry around soiled underwear in my car or in my truck whenever I'm driving around. So that's why we went with disposable. Yeah, it is a cost, but that cost comes at convenience. And that's what you really have to weigh. Do you want to be convenient or do you want to be environmentally friendly? And I'm sure there's both sides. I could get hated on for this, and some people might see it from my perspective. But that's what you're looking at. That is the next item on our Dad Strength list. Please go to ranker.com and vote. As long as this is active, if the site's closed down, we will have an archive on our show notes to see how it did. So check that out and keep going around. We are now part of the Leahey Report again, the LeaheyReport.com. Actually, it's just LeaheyReport.com. LEAHEY report.com is the site. The feed has been under transition from the Dad Strength site to the Leahey Report. So you can go ahead, be patient with that. You can check out old show notes. I'm expanding some of them as I bring them in. We're also on Apple News, Leahey Report. Favorite it. Not a lot of content in Apple News yet, but we have been getting good readership. A couple thousand people an article, which I love. So keep checking that out, and we will be expanding a little bit in the future as I bring you more content. Also, still getting up some of the videos for these. They've kind of gotten away from me a little bit. I just haven't had time to sit down and plan them out. But they will be finished. The videos and the podcast list, they're going to be top 25 items. They're on ranker.com right now. You can see what episodes will be coming up and which ones have already aired. You can go back and listen to them. And go back and watch the YouTube videos for the ones that have videos as I put up the others. So check that out. Follow me on Twitter, Richie Leahey. And thank you for listening. I'll see you next week.